Hello. Hi, everybody. I am Dr. Varun Raju. So, my topic is today's laparoscopic surgery and controversies on hiatus hernia. So, many of you know that there are not many controversies, but very few points I'm going to discuss about it. So, you know all about the diaphragmatic hernia, which has got a sliding and paraesophageal hernias. And they are not rare and they are very common and they're affecting so many patients every day. And usually the junction of esophageal junction will be always below the diaphragm. But whereas in these conditions, you know that the fundus and the greater curvature, they herniates to the thorax. Usually with the chronic anemia, there may be nausea, vomiting and bloating sensation, and of course with substernal pain also. Most of the cases, they may be associated or may not be associated with reflux. And the main surgery is the hernia repair, which is addressing at the incompetent lower esophageal sphincter. So the discussion is which approach for which patient. So there is no ideal answer for this. The goal is to reduce the hernial sac and repair the lower esophageal sphincter. That is the main goal. And to prevent the reflux. And there are currently three major techniques like Nissen fundoplication, Belsey, Mark4 repair, and Hills repair, along with the partial fundoplication options which are available like the posterior two pair and the anterior door fundoplications. Regarding the surgery for these hernias, which approach is the thing which is really important, like transabdominal or transthoracic? Many people favors the transthoracic because it has got the improved exposure, especially to the obese patients for large hernias and the history of the previous repairs through the abdomen. And nowadays, the laparoscopic approach is being applied by many of the people because there is an increased comfort of the procedure in comparison to the thoracoscopic, and there is improved short and long-term results through this approach. If you are talking about the success of the procedure, the main goal is to reduce the sac first, and we need to mobilize the esophagus and the stomach, and completely we have to resect the hernial sac from the mediastinum, and crural approximation is the next step, and fundoplication is the last step. Gastrostomy or the gastropexy, where we may sometimes have to anchor the stomach to the abdomen, and sometimes if there is a tension, if there is a hernial defect is bigger, you cannot approximate it properly to your tension suture. So we need to close that defect with the help of a prosthetic material. Coming to the results of the surgery, the most the most commonest result of doing a surgery of hernia, diaphragmatic hernial surgery, is the recurrence. The recurrence is mainly because of the inadequate crural closure, or if you don't remove the sac completely from the mediastinum, that also leads to the recurrent hernias. And if the surgery is done with a too tight fundoplication with the sutures, they may give away, and that may lead to again the recurrence, because that may break down the crural closure. And coming to the point of technique of the surgery, so for the large defects, the optimal technique is controversial. Some say that excessive tension of the crural repair may happen if you close the larger defects with the suture without taking help of the synthetic material. And others say that use a polytetrafluoroethylene, I mean, that is a mesh which allows the tissues in growth. And others may think that against the prosthetic material like the polypropylene mesh, because it may lead to the excessive adhesions at that area, and it may migrate by erosion into the esophagus. And one more point of the controversial things where they are being discussed is about the shortened esophagus because of this GERD and chronic, fibrosis and other things. So it needs to be recognized first, and it needs to be managed properly. If you don't recognize it, and if you do the surgery, there is the recurrence. And because the G junction must be reduced below the diaphragm without any tension, That is very, very important. And the lap gastroplasty can be added along with the fundoplication. And gastroplasty is potentially a more successful surgery. As the experience is gained, morbidity will be very less, and we may have very good results also. Coming to the conclusions about this topic, so hiatal hernia surgery, laparoscopic approach. So the laparoscopic repair of a large diaphragmatic hernia is a challenging surgery with higher early recurrence chances, because if you close it tightly, the crura, and that may lead to early recurrence also. And the experience with the refined technique skills, the laparoscopic approach for the large diaphragmatic hernia is becoming viable in comparison to the standard open surgery for this large defect in diaphragmatic hernias. Thank you all for patient listening.